structure of a sentence in English. Subject, verb, object. Now, I'm going to give you a few minutes to do these exercises on your own. But before you do it, let's do the first one together as an example. All right, let's have a look at this one. It says here, they, Tony, cooks, every, lunch. Which word do you think is the subject? Obviously, it's going to be the person, eh? So what's the subject in the first sentence here?
Tony.
Tony, right. So Tony is the subject. Now we need to find the verb. Okay, so which is the verb here in this sentence? Yes?
Cooks.
Cooks, right. So Tony cooks. What now? We're looking for the object. So Tony cooks what?
Lunch.
Lunch. Okay, so Tony cooks lunch when?
Every day.
Every day, right. So the sentence should be Tony cooks lunch every day. All right, do you understand? Okay, very good. Now, I'd like you to do the other sentences on your own, and we're going to check them together. So go ahead. Now, let's check our answers to the other questions. Number 2. Which is the correct order for sentence number 2?
I can't stand watching TV.
Very good. I is the subject, okay. Can't stand is the verb, all right. And watching TV is the object. Okay, very good. And the same goes for the other questions. Moving on to exercise B of the writing section. This time, okay, you're going to have to do a piece of writing. It says here, a local magazine is doing a survey on how people spend their free time. Write a paragraph about how you and people your age spend their free time. Use ideas from activity 4. So if you don't have any ideas, you can go back to activity 4, in other words, the speaking activity, and you can include these phrases over here. For example, do you and people your age play sports? Do you have coffee? Watch TV? And so on. Okay? So this will be the exercise. Now, before you begin writing, it's important that you make notes of the information that you want to include. Okay? So once you have your notes, then I want you to write your first draft. Write a paragraph, okay, using your notes and so on. Read that paragraph, check for mistakes, think about how you can improve your writing, and then rewrite your paragraph neatly with all the corrections. All right? Okay, so go ahead. And finally, we have here the workbook exercises. Again, we recommend that you assign all the activities for homework, but before you do that, make sure that your students have fully understood each task. It might be a good idea to do an example, let's say the first one from each exercise, to show to your students how to do it. And you can correct it in the next lesson. And now we've come to the end of our session. I hope that you have enjoyed our model lesson, and I also hope that I have given you some useful advice and useful information on how to use the Traveler book. I hope that this advice will also make your lessons more interesting and more engaging for your students, and that your students will enjoy learning English. Thank you very much.